Good morning, fellow option traders. This is Jeff, and welcome to the daily scan for Thursday, August 7th, 2014. Well, only two announcements yesterday that could have had an impact on the market. Whether they did or not, I don't know. Were these two: International Trade and Petroleum Status Report, and neither of them were out of line in either direction, just for the most part in line. For today we have jobless claims at 8:30, which tends to have a little bit of an impact. Pretty much it's been in line lately, and you've heard my comments about that particular number before, so I won't go into it today. Alright, moving right along briskly today, hopefully. Over in Asia, mostly bearish, with only the Nikkei being bullish, and in Europe mostly bearish, with only the FTSE being the FTSE Men in Black here being the only bullish exchange index at this time. Okay, let's see, we're moving right along here, right? We're going to move briskly today. Over here in the U.S., we are looking up slightly. Gold had a very good day yesterday, and it's pulled back a little bit overnight, $3.20 worth, and oil is still below 97. Alright, yesterday entered trades on Chipotle, RUT, and SPX. All with expirations next week, all 20 deltas. We'll take a look at those as we go through the list. Also, I mentioned yesterday that I was going to consider removing Celgene from my list, the A+ list, and I have decided that I am going to remove it. I'll tell you why. Really just two trades since the first of the year. 250 deltas on it. Actually, both of them were successful. However, there's only two trades. So I looked back to the first of the year and I thought, well, if I only had two opportunities on this puppy, then why am I wasting my time with it? And also, this is the one that I did the earnings play on, where I just bought, when I buy a call or a put or something like that, and it expired worthless. So I'm not interested in Celgene anymore, so I just tap the delete key and it's gone. Alright, the other thing I wanted to just take a look at, I wanted to have you guys see, if you see what I see. Okay, so here is NDX. This is the date. I want to take a look at the daily here. Yeah. Okay, so I just kind of like this pattern here. A little staircase up here and then a bit of a dip back here. Now let's take a look at Google. Do you pretty much see what I see? It's almost identical except for this part of the move here, but the rest of it looks exactly like NDX. As a matter of fact, we could do something here. Let's see here, studies, and study, compare with NDX. And there you have it. Just looks almost identical, does it not? Follows it along pretty much. Do you think Google kind of weighs heavy on the NDX 100? So which one would you rather trade, NDX or Google? I guess you could just say, do I really want to mess with NDX if Google is the driving force in it? What happened to Apple? I thought Apple was the biggie. So yesterday, as I was looking at this and deciding whether I really wanted to get in or not, it was, gee, that's funny, IndieX looks the same as Google. Okay, so we'll take that off of there for now. Alright, let's start with our scan. Our list gets shorter, the videos should be getting shorter. Our opportunities, well, I think there's plenty of opportunities. You can see here that we have lots of negative delta, so I don't like seeing green in the morning when I got all this delta, and some of these I have to get out of today because some of them are cash indexes and some settle tonight, so I'm just going to get out of them. Alright, starting off with Apple. Alright, here's the divergence between the stochastic and the MACD, sort of unusual. Are we going to get a bounce here? I don't know. But this is no longer a viable candidate. So we are absolutely taking a pass on Apple. I'm going to take this target off of here so I'm not confused. Amazon. Nothing going on Amazon right now. Excuse me. Looking for a possible opportunity here, and to tell you the truth, by rules, we are in a setup. Alright, moving right along. Baidu. Yeah, we had this trade here. I got out of it. I'm not sure. I think it might have been yesterday that I got out of it, or the day before. Wasn't looking real good. So we're no longer in this particular trade here, so I can just delete that. And let's see here. I'm just going to remove all drawings. I don't know what might be hanging on in the past. So we'll just clean this thing up totally. Not sure exactly what to do with this right now. Just like a lot of things out there. The equities, just they're driving me nuts right now. Because there's, there was a nice pattern back here, but there isn't any anymore. So indecision, if you can't decide, then don't do anything. Okay, Chipotle, where we entered yesterday, and we're up here, you can't see it. Squeeze this down a little bit. No, it's not going to cooperate. How about if we zoom out? No, that's stupid bubble. Can I get rid of the bubble? That's right. You guys know what I'm talking about. Here it is over here. 692.5, I think it is. Where we have a bear call. Sort of a, why did you do this? Well, I saw this little dip here. I'm seeing consolidation here. Even though I have a 50 delta target set down here, and no, we are not in a setup because it failed. So I thought I would take advantage of it when I saw this particular move here. And we talked about it a little bit yesterday because it was on my list. So we jumped on this. We have a lot of potential to the downside showing up here. After being up 20 here on the MACD, we are now down to a -7, rounded off. So we're in on that one, and that we collected 52 cents on that. Costco. I had a very nice day yesterday. I'm not touching this with a 10-foot pole right now. We might want to put a 50 delta target down here, because I think we're moving back into an uptrend. Duh. Certainly looks that way. Just blasted up in the morning and just continued. Anything in the news? 5 things not to buy at the drugstore. Yeah, I looked at that article. Kramer's not going to Target. Good. Well, I don't go to Target either, but I just don't want to see him anywhere. He's a little crazy. He's a crazy man. He sure is full of fire, though. Yeah, just waiting on that one. DJX. This is our Dow buddy. It's still a lot of pressure to the downside. A lot of pressure. I'll take this off of there. We're still waiting for our, we're looking for 3 weeks here. This would be kind of steep, wouldn't it? For a channel, if I was to put a channel in here. There we go. So let's see if it holds that channel. Gold here had a very nice day. Now it's time to, I might want to consider. I need it up here. I need the price up here around 128 in order to do anything with my short call on my shares of gold. Google, we kind of peeked at it before, but we'll look at it again. We're at the bottom of this channel of a what looks like a downtrend, so we need to wait for something up here. Take this one off. So we're waiting for a move up here. We thought we might get it, but it failed. A lot of pressure to the downside right now on Google. Yeah. They're bending the rules a lot in this market. Bending them a lot. Okay, LinkedIn. High-flying little LinkedIn. We're waiting for a hit down here. NDX. The Google's sister. We're waiting for a possible entry here with a 50 delta, and there's so much pressure to the downside it could never even get up. The stochastic couldn't even get above 50 over the last week or so. That's an interesting observation. But we're still waiting on that. I'll take this off of there and move on. Netflix. Okay, this is a freaky trade here. We just got totally out of Netflix here. So are we looking at a 50 delta? We might. It's almost in setup. We'll see what happens. Let's get rid of this one and get rid of this one. So we got a consolidation straight across here right now. Short-term trend is no trend. Lots of support down here at 420. And some resistance up here at 435. At least over the last week. We need to let that one simmer a little bit longer. Throw it in a crock pot. Okay, Priceline earnings on Monday, I think. And let's take a look at the Russell. Okay, this is an expiration of this week. Up here at, it's making me a little bit nervous, at 11:35. And then we have a next week expiration up here at 11:50. So that's where we are with the Russell. Oh, we didn't really have a hook on this yesterday, but I thought that I would do this into strength, thinking that we're going to get a pullback just because there's been some failures here, and it's about time. It's ripe. The stochastic is to hook back down again. And SPX, pretty much kind of the same story, two similar types of trades. This one looks like as though it's going to be a lot better. This week's expiration here at 1945, and then at 1950 for next week. Tesla is on a tear. We have a target set down here, and last but not least is Visa. I'm going to take the laugh line off of here. I'm done laughing. It wasn't funny. Or we got a target set here for a 50 delta, so we're just biding our time until it comes up there and smacks us upside the head. One thing I've kind of noticed when we're in a bullish trend, we get nice big swings here in the stochastic, but when the trend is bearish, we don't get such big swings. So maybe that's the part of the rules that I may have to adjust. So when we're in a downtrend, maybe we drop our expectations down here to 50, because when it's weak, it's very weak. You know, it takes you a really long time to learn how to walk, but it only takes a second to fall. So, in order to capture these, we may need to get a little bit looser with our expectations here on the stochastic. Let's keep that in mind. Let me know what you guys think. You can either just send me email direct, which you'll find in the summary for the video, or you can comment right on this video. Oh, I prefer an email, actually. Well, you know, comment on the video is okay too, because then other people can see it. So I'm okay with a comment on the video. So when videos get really old and somebody throws a comment out there, I sometimes tend to miss those because they don't go back that far. Anyway, that's it for today. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great day. And, well, let's say this. Being a Packer fan, I never thought I would ever say this, but go Bears, and happy trading.